Hello guys, welcome to Ramta Solutions. Welcome to your grade 12 maths, and today we are looking at grade 12 functions. We will be looking at, or rather we are looking at past papers. The past paper that we are looking at is the one that was written by Mpumalanga Province in September 2023. So this was their preliminary exam. Okay, so without any waste of time, let me just open this paper and answer the questions. So here is it. I'm going to quickly pin this and we proceed with it. Okay, I'm good. Yes, so I have pinned it. As you can see, it's appearing at the top. So yes, functions for this question paper began with question 3. Okay, so let me not waste any time. So this is question 4, not question 3, question 4. So we have the form h of x equals a over x plus 1 plus 2. So what we are seeing here, we are seeing that we expect the value of a to be positive, because guys, remember, when a is positive, our function is like this. And then when it's negative, our function is like this, meaning it lies between the second and the fourth quadrant. Okay? So we then have to remind ourselves, guys, that normally this is x plus p and then plus q. Okay? But it's okay. Let's not really focus on that. I think I have covered extensively on these. So let's just proceed and answer questions. Okay? So 4.1. So 4.1, they say we must calculate the value of a. So what we know that h of x is equal to a over x plus 1 plus 2. And by the way, this means our function has moved to the left and has moved 2 units up. 1 unit to the left and 2 units up. Okay. So to find the value of a, we are given a point capital A with coordinates minus 2 and 0. So we will substitute. Where there's x, we'll put minus 2. Where there's 0, we will put, where there's y, rather, we will put 0. So 0 equals a over negative 2 plus 1 plus 2. What is this? 0 equals negative a plus 2. Therefore, we can say a is indeed equals a positive. So a is equal to 2. This makes sense. Okay, this makes sense. Perfect. Now let's go to 4.2. 4.2 says, calculate the average gradient of h between x equals minus 4 and x equals minus 2. Remember, average gradient, we need, whenever we talk gradient, we're talking vertical distance over horizontal distance. So for vertical distance, we need h of negative 4. What is it? H of negative 4 means where there's x, we put negative 4. That's right. Plus 2. Your calculator should return, that's negative 2 over 3 plus 2. It'll be 4. It'll be 4 over 3. So this is, 4 over 3. So this is 1,33. 4 over 3, okay? Now, what is h of negative 2? H of negative 2 will be 2 over negative 2 plus 1 plus 2. This is minus 2 plus 2. This is 0. Okay, so our average gradient, will be h of, let me start with minus 2 minus h of minus 4. So what is this? This is minus 2 minus minus 4. What is h of minus 2? It's 0. What is h of minus 4? We said it was 4 over 3. That here we have, let me just write them like this. You guys have calculators, so get your answers. Your answer will be negative 4 over 3 divided by 2. It'll be negative 2 over 3. Okay, your answer is negative 2 over 4.3. Okay? So this is your average gradient. Okay? That's how you calculate it. So this is no different to your gradient, your normal gradient that you know. Okay? Perfect. 4.3, for which values of x is h of x greater than negative 4? We do not know the x value that corresponds to this. So first thing first, let's find the x value. Okay? So we will say x of x equals 4. What is this? 2 over x plus 1 plus 2 equals 4. This becomes 2 over x plus 1 equals 2. Happy? Now I'm going to the next page. We say we have 2 over x plus 1 equals 2. Let me confirm. Yeah, that's what we said. So it was that. So, okay. Now I will say this is 2 equals 2 into x plus 1. Okay? Because we multiplying by x plus 1 throughout. Okay, guys? Now, this then becomes 2 equals 2x plus 2. What is this? This becomes 0 equals 2x, implying that x equals 0. But be careful, guys, okay? Be careful. So on this paper, I'm not sure if there was a mistake here. There was supposed to be a y-axis here, okay? There was supposed to be a y-axis. It seems like there was indeed a y-axis. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw it. This is what was drawn, okay? And then this is minus y. Okay? And then oh, my mistake. It's shifting 2 units up, so it's supposed to be there. 2 units up. Okay, so they gave you this, and they said this is your minus 2 and 0. Okay, and it's like this. Okay, and it's like this. Oh, my mistake. It also intercepts. There's an x-intercept here. Okay, so it was supposed to look like this, because when I look at this, it looks like there was supposed to be a line. So there was a mistake that was done here, but otherwise it's supposed to be like this. Okay, it's supposed to be like this. So you cannot say that this is only valid when x is equal to 0. So this means this is the y-intercept. Can you see it here? This is the y-intercept. It means this point here is 4. All right? But that is not true. All right? It is not true that h of x is greater than 4 only at this point. All right? It is not true. It is true for all values to the right. But remember, it doesn't touch this part here. So you can say this is when x is greater than, what is this point? Minus 1. But less than, okay, but less than 0. I repeat, to say x is greater than 4, h of x is greater than 4, where is that? H of x is greater than 4 to the left of 0, or rather between 0 and negative 1, because this one here is negative 1, x is negative 1, right? Between x is negative 1 and x is 0. That's where h of x is greater than 4. Okay, so this is your answer. Right. Perfect. Now, 4.4, they say, determine the equation of the axis of symmetry that has a positive slope. Can do it in 2 ways. Remember, guys, you have h of x is equal to a over x plus 1 plus 2. I always say, you will say it is plus minus this part. Okay, you will always say it's plus minus this part plus this part. Now they say one with a positive slope. Remember I said plus minus. So you will say, what is it? Positive slope. So you will say it's plus. So since it's plus, you just write this as is. It's x plus 1 and what? Plus 2. What is this? This is x plus 3. Okay? Option 2, if you like, option 2, you can say y is equal to, it'll always, our axis of symmetry have positive 1 or negative 1 as their gradient. So positive slope has positive 1. So it will be x plus c. Now this, let me go back to the diagram. Now these axes of symmetry, they pass through these points here. Do you see that? They pass through these. Okay? They pass through this. Now let's see the one with the positive slope. See, it passes through, which point is this? Remind me. It is minus 1 and 2. X value here is minus 1. What is the y value? It's 2, right? Which is this value here, the horizontal asymptote, right? So it's minus 1 and 2. So at minus, at minus 1 and positive 2, where there's x you put minus 1, where there's y you put 2. So 2 equals minus 1 plus c. So c equals 3. Therefore you can say y equals x plus 3, just like we said here. Okay, so this is your axis of symmetry with a positive slope. Okay, perfect. Now 5.5, it says write down the equation of the asymptotes of G if G is the reflection of H over the x-axis. Now I'm gonna say this, pay attention. Reflection along the over the x-axis is like this. This is the x, this is the y. So reflection over the x-axis is like this. Okay, it's like this. So what does it mean? It means y values will change the sign. Did you guys get that? Y values will change the sign. So this means g of x, okay, this means g of x is negative h of x. Okay, this means g of x is negative h of x. Okay, so let's see. This means we have negative, remember, we had 2 over x plus 1 plus 2. What is this? Negative 2 over x plus 1 minus 2. So what equations of the asymptotes? This part here is concerned with the vertical asymptote. So x equals, let me just say asymptotes. Okay, because it's important to separate your work. So now to get asymptotes, I will say asymptotes. X equals negative 1, and then y equals 2. And this is it. You have all your 11 marks. Okay? You have acquired all your 11 marks. Okay? So you are good to go. And let's go to the next question. Question 5. Now question 5. Let's see, maybe I should move this guy here. Okay, nah, it's showing me flames. Alright, so sketched below is f of x equals negative half x squared plus half x plus k, and h of x equals q to the x. The x-intercepts of f and b are c. Okay, c and h intersect the y-axis at d. Ooh, I like that. It intersects the y-axis at d. Great. Now a is a point on h vertically above c. Okay, I can see vertically above, hence let me zoom this in. And by the way, guys, if you're using a mobile device, please rotate your screen. So indeed it is vertically above, and the very same problem they had earlier is still here. Okay, so Thank you. So now A is a point on H vertically above C with a Y value of 1/4. Do you hear this? A is a point on H vertically above C with a Y value of 1/4. Interesting, 1/4. Pay attention to that. So PR is perpendicular. Where's PR? Okay, PR, here is it. It's perpendicular to the x-axis. Okay, cool. Now, calculate the coordinates of 5.1. Calculate the coordinates. I think here we get these distortions from Stanmore Physics. Yeah, I think we get these distortions from stanmorephysics.com, because I see that when they add these markers, that's when maybe they distort the shapes. Maybe they got them as a Word document, but I don't know. Let's just proceed. We'll try to fix wherever we can. So 5.1, calculate the value of D. Remember guys, D is the x-intercept. No, they say calculate the coordinates of D. D is the y-intercept, right? D is a y-intercept, right? So we're not gonna waste our time. We know that to be able to get this is 1 mark. Even if we don't show it, it's okay. So D is basically 0 and 1. If you like, I will show you why I'm saying that. They said H and F intersect the y-axis at D, right? Intersect the y-axis at D. So if they say they intersect the y-axis, it means x is 0. Okay? So imagine this. H of x equals q to the 0. What is this? This is y. Do you see that? Okay? I should have said h of 0. Alright? Do you guys see that? So this is what we're talking about. This is why I'm saying D is 0 and 1. Okay? But besides, that is your y-intercept. 5.2, write down the value of K. The value of K, what is it? The value of K is that 1, because it is the x-intercept of F as well. So K is equal to 1, okay? Because it is also the y-intercept of F as well, okay? Perfect. So you have 2 marks so far. Now, calculate the length of BC. Oh, the length of BC. Wow, for 4 marks, the length of BC. Now, it's okay. For us to know the length of BC, we need to know what the x-intercepts are. So we need to know what f of x was. So we said f of x is equal to -half x squared plus half x. What did we say the value of K was? We say it was +1. So it's +1. Now what is this? A, B, and C are x-intercepts. So f of x must be 0. So 0 equals -x squared plus half x plus 1. So multiplying by -2 throughout, we get 0 equals x squared minus x minus 2. Therefore, this is equal to x. 0 equals x minus 2, and then x plus 1. What do we get? X equals 2, or x equals -1. So one that can have positive x value is C, and one that can have negative x value is B. Therefore, we can say B has coordinates -1 and 0. C has coordinates 2 and 0. Therefore, what is BC? Therefore, BC is 2 minus -1, which is 3 units, isn't it? The reason I'm saying that, guys, is because they are on the same horizontal line. So you can simply just say that. Or you can use your distance formula the way that you know. Okay? You can use the distance formula the way that you know. Alright? Okay. Proceeding. Now, we are going to 5.4. We are going to 5.4. 5.4 says, calculate the length PR. Ooh, the length of PR if OP is 2 units. So let me draw this for you. Remember, I'm saying there should be a y-axis here. Okay? So what we are having, okay, so this is D, and then let me say this is P, this is R, and then this is B, this is D, of course. You are H, buddy, y-axis, you are 0, you are C, and then you are A, x-axis, and you are F. Okay, this is like this. So they say OP is 2 units. So this means this distance here is 2 units. Okay, this distance here is 2 units. Okay, guys, this distance here is 2 units. So if this distance here is 2 units, it means x value here is -2. Do you still remember what the x value here was? It was -1. All right, x value here is 2 units. Right, x value here is 2 units because they say OP is 2 units. So it means x value here is -2. Okay, it means x value here is -2. So we can find, we basically know what the y value here is. Okay, we basically know what the y value here is. So we can say, since this is vertical distance, we can say, let me find f of what? F of -2. What is it? F of -2 will be -half into -2 square plus half into -2 plus, I think we said k was 1. What is our answer? Our answer will be -2 plus -2 minus 1 minus 1. I think our answer should be -2. Yes, our answer is -2. Therefore, R is -2 and -2. What about P? P, to be honest with you, P, I just said to you guys, it's -2. And because it's on the x-axis, its y value is 0. Okay, so what is PR? Therefore, PR is, what is the y value here? What is the y value here? The y value is -2. So it will be -2 minus 0. Right? It will be -2 minus, okay, which is -2. So because this is a negative answer, what should we say? Because this is a negative answer, we can't really say we have a distance that is -2. Okay, so we will say, therefore, PR is 2 units. That negative shows that it's going down. So PR is 2 units. Okay, otherwise you can use your distance formula, nothing wrong. Okay, otherwise you can use your distance formula, nothing wrong. Okay, it'll give you the same thing. Okay, so our conclusion is that PR is 2 units. Okay, our conclusion is that PR is 2 units. Okay, right, perfect. Now proceeding, oh boy, come on, buddy. Okay, let me do this. Okay. Cool. So now they say 5.5, is it? Here is it. 5.5 says, consider h of x is equal to q to the x. 5.5.1, calculate the value of q, right? Calculate the value of q. So what do we get? 5.5.1 will be h of x equals q to the x, right? This is q to the x. Don't use, what is this? Don't use the intercept. It will not really help. Okay? It will not really help. Okay? It will not really help. So what we can use is, let me see what we can use. Were we given any other point? Yes, we were given a point. So remember, guys, they said A is a point on H vertically above C. If you recall, we said A had coordinates 2 and 0. Is that so? Let me go back to confirm. Oh, sorry, not A, C, not A, C. Okay, we said C had coordinates 2 and 0. And then they are saying that A is a point on H vertically above. So when they say vertically above, that means A has, therefore, that means X value of A is the same X value of C. Okay, vertically above C with a Y value of 1/4. So this means A has a Y value of 1/4. So the coordinates of A are 2 and 1/4. Okay. So now what do we say? They say we must find the value of Q. What do? We then say, okay, H of X is equal to Q over X. Now we have a point which is 2 and 1/4. Where there's X you put 2, where there's Y you put 1/4. So this is 1/4 equals Q to the 2. Q to the 2. Okay, Q to the 2. So you know this therefore will mean that Q is, right? This will mean that Q is equal to half. Remember, I don't say plus minus because that it will not, if you say plus minus, it will not work for an exponential function. This is because H is an exponential function. So we are good to go. We found the value of Q. Remember, guys, normally we will say plus minus square root of 1/4. But we don't have to say plus minus. Why? Because for an exponential function, the value is basically greater than 0. The value of B is greater than 0. Let me remind you, remember they are like this: A times B to the power X plus P plus Q. So B must be greater than 0 and it must not be equal to 1. Okay? It must be greater than 0 and it must not be equal to 1. Okay? Alright. So this is why I'm saying Q must be half. I don't have to say plus minus because it doesn't work for A minus. Okay? Now 5.5.2. Okay, 5.5.2. Let's see, 5.5.2 says, hence determine the equation of H inverse. Okay, 5.5.2. The equation of H inverse, H of X was half to the X. So reflecting on Y equals X, what does it mean? It means X equals half to the Y. Therefore, this means Y is equal to log X base half, right? This is what F inverse of X is, log X base. Okay? All right. So this is it, guys. This is your F inverse. Is it F or H? Oh, sorry, it's H inverse. So H inverse. Okay, H inverse is that. Okay, H inverse is log X base half. Okay, perfect. Now, oh boy. Okay, now 5.6, determine, write down the range of H. The range of H, remember, we are saying H of X is equal to half to the power X. For the range, when A is positive, range will be Y is greater than Q. Okay? y will be greater than q. So this you get from this equation here. But do we have a q value? No, we don't, or rather it is 0. So we will say y, maybe let me put it like this. Y is an element of real numbers, therefore y is greater than q. Okay, that is the range. Okay, that is the range. And look at it, guys. Look at it. It looks like it is approaching the x-axis, but it will never touch the x-axis. Okay, so this is when we're saying y is above 0. Remember, on the x-axis, y is 0. Okay, perfect. And as you can see, it's above. Right. Yes. Now, oh my. Okay, 5.7. 5.7, determine the equation of G, the tangent of F at B. Okay, 5 points. Tangent of F at B. So we're looking for, whenever we hear the word tangent, we always think first derivative. Okay, whenever we hear tangent, you must think first derivative. Okay, you must think first derivative. So first derivative, remember, f of x is half x squared plus half x plus 1. What is its first derivative? It will be negative x plus half. Now pay attention. This question is saying to you, you must find the tangent at point B. What is the x value at point B? I think it was minus 1. I'm not sure. Let me go back to confirm. Yes. Can you see that the x value at point B was minus 1. So we're looking at gradient at a point. So gradient at this point will be f prime of minus 1. So what is this? Minus 1 plus half. What is this? This is minus half. Right? This is minus half. Isn't it? Is that so? Yes, this is minus half. I'm not sure, guys. I'm really not sure. But if there's a mistake, we will see. But I know there's no mistake. Look at this. Okay, look at this. You said f of x is minus half x squared plus half x plus 1. So what is this? F prime x will be, what is it? F prime x will be, check this out, f prime x will be half, right? Isn't it? It'll be minus x plus half, isn't it? Perfect. So now, if there is a mistake, I see it. If there is a mistake, we will see. So this was minus 1. So where does x you put minus 1? Right? So what is this? This is positive 3 over 2. It's like this. So the tangent is supposed to be like this. So positive gradient, I'm happy with it. Right? So this is gradient at a point. Okay? This is gradient at a point. Okay? This is gradient at x. Okay, this is gradient at x equals negative 1. Or where is that? At point B. Okay. So this is gradient at point B. Okay, this is gradient at point B. This is where x is equal to 1. Right? At point B, this is where x is equal to negative 1. So now that we have the gradient, do you know what we can do? Now that we have the gradient, we will say we know the equation of the tangent. So equation of tangent, we can now look for it. Equation of tangent will be y equals negative x, negative y equals mx plus c. So y equals 3 over 2, okay, 3 over 2x, because we said this is gradient at a point, so it's positive 3 over 2x plus C. Now what point do we have here? The point we have is -1 and 0, isn't it? The point we have is -1 and 0. Let's substitute it. So B with -1 and 0 equals 0 equals 3 over 2 into -1 plus C. So 0 equals -3 over 2 plus C. Therefore, C is +3 over 2. We can therefore conclude, let me see how they wanted us to write this. Okay, G. Therefore, we can say Y, which is G. It's totally up to you, but they said you must write it as G. So Y equals 3 over 2x plus 3 over 2. They said this must be G of x. So G of x equals 3 over 2x plus 3 over 2. Okay? So this is your G of x. Now, this one says, for which values of x is f prime x less than 0? F prime x less than 0. Ooh, x times f prime x less than 0. 5.8. You must be careful with this one. Okay, you must be careful with this one. What is f prime x? We said f prime x was -x plus half. So here, we must go to our diagram. I'm not going to use this one much. I'm going to go back to it. So here, we have our x-intercept. So it'll be, let me show you in the graph I drew. X-intercept will be here. Okay? And then your graph is frowning. So it'll be like this. Okay, so this is F inverse. F inverse, no man, F prime, not F inverse. F prime will be like this. Okay, so check this out. This says F prime x. So x times F prime x must be negative, meaning if x is negative, F prime x must be positive. Do you guys get that? And then, or, hear me out, or if x is positive, f prime x must be negative. If x is negative, f prime x must be negative. So they shouldn't have the same sign. So this therefore means, let's see, can you guys agree with me that this is 0? To the left of this point, x values are negative, but when you look at f prime x, it's positive. Do you guys agree? So we can therefore say this is when x is less than 0. Right? This is when x is less than 0. And then where else do we have it? Remember, when one is positive, the other is negative. Where else do we have it? Again, look at this. From x equals 0 to half, this point is half, okay? This point is half. So what I'm doing here is I have applied differentiation calculus, okay? Differentiation calculus. So, and from differentiation calculus, the x value of the turning point becomes the x-intercept of your straight line. Okay, x value of your turning point of the parabola becomes x-intercept of the straight line. Let me put it like that. So, okay, so here from x equal to 0 to this point, which is half, okay, to this point, which is half, we will agree that when both are positive, x values are positive and f prime is positive. But to the right of this part, to the right of this point, x values are still positive, but y values of f prime are negative. So therefore it is, x equals, It is x equals, where is it? Okay, yes. X is greater than half. And of course, guys, if you can find the x-intercept here, you will find that it is indeed positive half. Okay, you will find that it is indeed positive half. Okay, so this is how we roll. This is how we do it. Okay, this is how we do it, and this is how we get all our answers. So I want to say to you guys that if you would like to get in touch with us, whether you're looking for a tutor, I don't know, maybe you have been using one of our videos, or one of our videos were very helpful to you. You want to tell us how much they have helped you. You can get in touch with us. You can get to our website, www.ramtasolutions.co.za. From the very same website, you will see all these icons that you're seeing here. You can click on them. This will direct you directly to it will open your mailbox, and you can send us an email. Of course, this one is where you're watching this video right now, so you can like and subscribe. This is Twitter, or right now we call it X. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram as well. Okay, and of course, on the very same website, if you would like a tutor, you can go to the Get a Tutor page and fill in your details. One of our team members will contact you and to sort things out, because yes, we would like to assist you. So this is it, guys. We appreciate your time with us. So enjoy your exams and enjoy your grade 12. So bye bye.